Welcome to the OKGoodReview show. Today we're reviewing Blackout from Transformers 1. But this is not the original toy because it's Studio Series number 8. And also, there's one thing I gotta say before we open this. So Blackout, right? Why is he gray? Why should he be black? I mean, that kind of makes a little more sense saying that he's Blackout.
Interesting. Maybe he's black because he's trying to blend in with the other planes.
It doesn't even
I mean the other helicopters.
It's gray.
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to blend in.
We've actually gone to a museum and seen this helicopter there.
We have indeed.
Oh, yeah, and we saw the same plane as Jetfire. We'll be getting him in the future.
We did see that as well. Okay, guys, so here he looks like he's got a picture here of him holding, I want to say his rotor. Very movie Decepticon-ish face sculpt.
I remember that movie.
And you can see the rest of him here. And he comes with, so you can see there's the tail section. I think that is, they have it mounted on his arm, possibly. Oh, and he comes with Scorponok, too. Did you see that?
It's his movie Minicon.
He comes with Scorponok. Where's Scorponok?
It's a movie Minicon.
Oh, there he is.
Minicon.
Little Scorponok. Wow, I didn't realize it came with two. So this is leader class and desert base assault.
I don't even think we have a leader class. We have an ultimate. I think we have like an ultimate class.
And he shocks human defenses with unstoppable force. Wow, this is, there's 46 steps here.
Then there's oof for them.
Yeah, alright, so,
like literally like 50.
do you want to open it up or should I do it because there's
open
snips? Okay, there's snips on it, so we'll have to get those here in a minute.
Oh yeah, we've been waiting I think like a year or so to open this guy.
Yeah, they're in the 40s now, so it's been a while since we've had this, and he's just been kind of hanging out waiting.
Oh my gosh, look at this guy.
So it's a Sikorsky MH-53 helicopter.
I thought he was a Super Jolly or whatever it was on the black.
Piece of Sikorsky. So this one came out in 2017. I think we bought this one pretty close to when it came out.
We bought this one at a collectible shop when we were looking for any other toys.
Did we?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see. Maybe, I don't know.
I remember we bought him. So
and here is the display. Studio Series number 8.
He's like blowing up that army base.
It's a aircraft carrier, but yeah, he's blowing that up. Okay, this is cool-ish. All right, and Leo's got the instructions. And
I kind of need them for this one.
Yeah, you might need them for this one.
It really doesn't. It really looks not easy, but very hard.
Scorponok just had an arm fall off.
What?
That's impressive. I said Scorponok just had his arm fall off.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my gosh. This packaging, I don't know. What are you stuck on? Would you grab that? We gotta put that back on. I don't know where this. Oh, there it is.
Oh, found it.
Okay.
Looks like a missile, like a Cybertronian missile.
Oh, both his arms came off.
Okay, do you?
Well, that is impressive.
Do you have the other one?
I'll find him here in a second.
Oh, found it.
Oh my gosh.
Scorponok.
Wait a second here. Oh.
You're so impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. This is okay. Let's look at Scorponok because there's no transformation for him. So let's take a look at him really quick. He does have some articulation in his tail.
I remember when he got off his tail. I think it was in Revenge of the Fallen.
And his legs do not move. You have a little bit of pincher movement here. And he does certainly look somewhat like a actual scorpion here. You can check him out. Okay.
Scorponok looking like an actual.
And let's get this tail rotor section. I think this is a tail rotor section. Yeah, tail rotor section here. And
it has his name on it.
Yeah, it says Blackout, of all things.
Yeah, Blackout.
Okay, oh, and this does fold out, so it looks like there's some things you can do here with this. So that, I believe, he uses as a weapon as well. We got these really heavy ties here in the back, so let's just...
Blackout really never talks.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I think he just blows stuff up. He's a bot.
Cybertronian voices.
He's a bot, a few words. Okay, so...
Barricade said some words, though. I thought he was going on.
Alright, so let's see here. Did we get everything? I feel like we did. Oh, this guy is huge. Holy moly.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you expect from a leader class.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have all your leaders. Okay, and... Well, this is just kind of a mess. There's, let's take a look at him in robot mode, guys. So here's the
Scorponok is mad. Look at this. Look at his tail movement.
Yeah, we've got the main rotor section here, and a bazillion moving parts to this thing.
Movie accurate.
So we've got, it looks like guns here. Oh, it's his hand. I don't love this color scheme. It's very, I mean, you can, it's just like, it's all gray tones. And he's standing on his, looks like doors.
Alrighty.
And he's obviously back heavy, as you would expect him in the rotor there.
It is so movie accurate.
Okay.
His legs look really
look like dreadlocks in the back. Alright, let's see here.
Dreadlock rotors.
Alright. So
dreadlock motors.
Alright, and there's not, it looks like there's not a lot of arm articulation here because he's got so much junk here. Wow, this is pretty crazy.
Heavy on junk.
Yeah, he's a beefy boy though. This is the front section of the chopper. It stands okay. Robot mode, I would say this is okay. I don't, we don't, oh yeah, we did. We had, we did have blades from Combiner Wars. And then he's got, oh, there's another gun here, it looks like.
Rah, rah, rah.
Interesting.
Oh, by the way, you just did the first step.
Alright, so this is one that we're definitely going to be looking through the instructions for, but so I'm going to swing this over to Leo, and he's going to start sorting this out, and we'll be back with the transformation and the vehicle mood. See you then.
Now we begin the transformation stages. Look at this. I can do it with this, with his blades. He has about 6 blades, and their blades are dancing.
Oh, that's wild.
Try to do it with him if you actually get this guy. Alright, first thing I do is I tap this thing right here. And I hold up the flap. Then I pull this whole section up. Lift up that flap, so when I pull it up, it goes there. Then I straighten the head. And I push it through. And I lift up this part, revealing a window piece. With this window piece, what you do is you move it so it's like this. And move that so it's like that, and the gun will be flipped up. Sometimes you have to flip up.
That's the front of it.
And there's the landing gear.
Oh, okay.
And then you fold this whole entire front section back. Also, before you do anything on the bottom, you have to straight. So you see how the waistline part is like that? We'll flip up those parts, and basically you need to get it centered with this.
Oh, okay.
Or you could try to make that thing center. This usually works every time I transform it. Flip out the front part, flip out back part. So I finally understood what this thing was for.
The tail rotor?
You flip up the wing, and there's a port there. You attach it.
Oh, okay. So it looks like you got the front and part of the back made.
True. Then, of course, you do the little transformer dance for 6 blades. That's a good transformer name.
Yeah, that's
I hope
good.
an Earthrise... Any creators of Earthrise watching this, please make someone named 6 Rotor.
Okay, Hasbro, there you go. There's your mission.
6 rotors. It just sounds so cool. Maybe Scattershot or something like that. Scattershot also sounds kind of cool. I see why they picked that name. Not for this particular figure, but anybody got like a Scout class, Revenge of the Fallen, Scattershot? Anyway, so we got the sides made there. And here's how they're made. So first I don't know what this part is called, so I fold that out, and I fold the side door pieces, and I fold that piece. Fold it in the hand and fold this piece. Well, just keep this piece like that.
Okay. It's like you're making the cabin or the body of it.
So then you move these things backward, and you move these, I guess, vents over this thing. But then you're going to move this thing back, so you can get these 2 things. But first, it's more easier if you lift up or put back the rotors for this occasion. So basically, then it makes...
Looks like there's a lot of stuff to snap in.
True. And this is on a simple tension clips. I think we all hate tension clips.
Yeah, I stuff like that really frustrates me. I would just rather be pins if they're gonna do that.
So make sure you put a lot of pins on there when you do 6 rotors.
Yes, Hasbro, listen up.
Or 6 blades, sorry, it's called 6 blades.
Okay.
Okay, so there we go. So just move this in the cake.
So it looks like a lot of what you're doing is just orienting it.
Yeah, you also have to tab it out for this to go.
Okay.
I realize that now. Anyway, there's also a little tab there that you tab these things into. But before you do that, so there's a lot of before you do something to the transformation.
Yes, it looks like it.
You have to get these 2 things lined up. But the legs, about the legs, these are going to actually be the back of the chopper.
Okay. So, guys, I have no idea how to do this. I don't know this transformation at all. In fact, I've never done this one. This is all the star of our show's transforming expertise here.
So you think this might transform with your hand, but it's actually kind of like a mech tech system. So basically, when it's laid back, it flattens itself.
Oh, that's cool.
This seems to not want to go, but then you just flip the landing gear.
Okay.
So there's really not much to this one. And especially for a leader class, I'm speechless. That just doesn't make sense. Usually to leader classes, there's so much things you have to do.
Well, the other leader classes that we've done, there really hasn't been a whole ton. The thing with these is that they look intimidating because they're so big. And it can be really, really difficult to parse out a lot of stuff.
As you can see here.
Well, it's taking shape.
Yes, it is. So remember also there's I think a thing that you flip around like this. So sometimes this thing will de-straighten itself whenever you're doing those steps. So what I like to do is I just like to push this part there.
Okay.
And it usually should work. That's my advice.
Okay.
So now with these things, it's not keyweight exactly, but it goes in like this.
Okay.
So you see all these tabs and all those ports there?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Well, it actually just pushes itself in there like that.
Now this is like a 20-something step, right? Or 40-something, what was it?
I think it was like 48. We'd have to look on the box, but we already threw it away.
Yeah, we tipped the box. Guys, the box is in recycling somewhere. Okay, so there are 23 steps. 23 steps.
So this looks intimidating, but really isn't intimidating.
23 steps is still a chunk, though.
Hey, look, and the rotors can still dance.
All right. Oh, whoa, you almost got this thing done.
Yeah, I was not sure at first. In fact, it was around the time that they were going to launch a rocket ship well, we got this last year. It's been waiting like almost a year.
It's been waiting, I think, longer than that, guys. This is number 8 in the studio series, so we've had this thing for well over a year, possibly even 2 years. I don't remember when they first came out, but we've had them a long time, just hanging out in this plastic prison, waiting for someone to set them free or activate them or whatever you prefer.
I prefer. Oh yeah. So sometimes this thing this side really likes to pop out for some.
Yeah, there's a lot of the one problem with, honestly, with every studio series I think I've seen is that you have parts popping out of things, and it's really, really irritating. All right, you got it.
This.
Oh, the landing gear. Oh, these are awful. So guys, these I've had to put these back on a couple times. These are a major pain in the buttocks.
Buttocks?
The buttocks. Oh. And I don't know of an easy way of getting them in there, unfortunately. Okay, so that one wasn't super bad.
It was just bad.
It was just, yeah, it's just
See,
bad.
this part keeps coming on loose, so you just have to work with the toy here in order to transform it.
Yeah, it's a big clunky thing too.
Clunky.
So the problem with that is it makes it a little bit hard to just apply tons of persuasion on individual parts because they'll tend to come loose if you do, or something else will. I've noticed that when I've been playing around with it myself.
So try not to be too persuasive, but be persuasive.
Persuasive?
Yeah.
Okay.
But try not to be too.
Okay.
Remember, Dad?
Yes.
Dad.
Yes.
So, as you can see, this part really loves to pop
Yeah,
off.
it does seem to like that.
It's just a pain because the whole side of the copter comes apart.
Yeah. This one has some things that I wish were a little bit different on it. But on the other hand, it's a gigantic chopper, and I mean, there's not a whole lot of those, I don't think, in the Transformer worlds. Whoa! And there, guys, you can see part of the issue.
This part really likes to be fiddled.
Yeah, so I think this is about as good as it's gonna get.
Oh, let's see how it looks on the back.
Okay, let's do it. All right, guys, so we're gonna check it on the back.
The rotors are too big.
It's not gonna fit on the background.
Unless.
I don't know how this is. Yeah, but it couldn't fly like that. So I guess this is like if you. Let's see.
I think it's more supposed to.
Let's turn to the camera so we can see it.
I think the background is more supposed to be.
Robot mode, probably. Okay, here we go. All right. That's not too bad. It looks okay.
It looks like.
No, it looks weird. Never mind.
It just looks.
I think that obviously is for him in robot mood. Okay, guys, so let's take a look at this thing, and you can see.
I think it's a pretty nice helicopter that they chose. It just reminds me so much of the first Transformers and how they created other toys to make more money in the toy line.
Well, I think Blackout was in the original toy line. I mean, he was a pretty central character because he appeared on. It was like
the side is coming loose.
It was one of the first appearances of the Decepticons, where he showed. Oh my gosh, guys! So you can see part of the issue here with the paneling, that it just you have to handle this so particularly, so carefully, or it just like look at this. It's just coming apart while we're trying to take a view of it. Okay, so all right, let's open this up again. All right, guys, so you can see this part has never liked to stay together for some reason. This one seems like it always wants a gap in there, and we could probably fiddle with it and get it together. But as you saw before, like the paneling nature of this will tend to make all this stuff come loose, and it's kind of a nuisance. Not kind of, it is a nuisance. So let's see if we can. Yeah. And then of course there's underside. There is no. It feels like there should be a door here, but you can see the underside is completely open, which I'm not a huge fan of. But it's got the gray. It's got the USAF on it. It's got Blackout, of all things, on his tail rotor section.
I think that.
I don't know if they name these helicopters in the Air Force. That'd be interesting to find out. But, and then.
So like oh no, the side is coming loose again.
Yeah, it's just. I got some reservations with this thing in vehicle mode.
Reservation 1, the paneling nature.
Yeah, this is not my favorite studio series at all, but. I mean, as a helicopter, it looks okay. It is. I think it does look pretty accurate. Outside of all these panels, it just refuse to stay together. This one, I think, has to get tucked in there somehow. And I don't know how to do that. All right, guys. So, but the rotors work. I mean, it works.
Kind of works.
It works after a fashion. They just don't seem to want to stay in place very well, though. And that's because. I'm assuming because of the transformation, and it doesn't spin super well. Oh, this one's broken, that's why. He's clacking onto the back, so. Yeah.
So you have to be extremely careful if you want this.
This isn't another toy that you're going to just be spending a bunch of time transferring back and forth, I don't think. I think you're going to pick one mode and then just leave it in that. I mean, as a helicopter, it's okay, but I think you actually, like, this part would bother me. So I think you're almost better off getting a helicopter model of this type, if that's what you really wanted.
And just paint it.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to put them back into robot mode.
Just, my advice is, if you want it in robot mode, do exactly what I did, but backwards.
So we're going to whip it back into shape here, or actually the start of our channel. Yeah, we're going to put it back in robot mode, and then we'll put them on the backdrop, because I think that's going to work a little bit better with it. So, the paneling nature here is not...
The paneling nature is dumb.
It actually, well, it kind of works in the favor of robot mode, I think, because you can easily get the legs out, as Leo has done there. And... It's
a running helicopter!
I almost feel like this thing wants to be in robot mode more than it wants to be in vehicle mode.
I think it more likes robot mode because of the dancing rotors.
Yeah.
I can't believe it can do that. Still. I mean, Blackout was a crucial character in the movie. He only survived till Revenge of the Fallen, which is not a waste of a character. I mean, Blackout, he was cool. I mean, he died in Revenge of the Fallen first battle.
Yeah, Blackout is he's a good version of sort of an intimidating Decepticon. So I think in that part they chose pretty well with him.
A helicopter that's intimidating?
Well, he's a huge, like he's leader class. He's gigantic. He's not a small robot at all. He is certainly paneling though.
His paneling nature is more paneling than Megatron.
He's just, like, stuff like that, guys, is just, it's so irritating to see. Because these are not an inexpensive version.
I would have liked him to go throughout the movie series. Like, throughout Last Night and all that.
Well, he's not one of the main stars, though.
So they only brought main stars into it?
Well, no, I mean, like, the main stars for the Decepticon side, or Starscream and Mega Choo-Chee and people like that. It definitely is not Blackout. I mean, Blackout served a really good purpose and he did it well, but he's not, like Soundwave and stuff like that. Those guys are a lot more well known.
I mean, Blackout wasn't even in the cartoon. He was just one to create. But
yeah, I don't know where he came from, actually. You might be right. I don't really remember.
I don't think he was ever in the cartoon.
Oh, so we got a double hinge there. It seems like he goes back into robot mode way faster. Boink.
And as you expect, he's top heavy.
Yeah, he's the face planting Blackout.
So, you might be wondering why there's this port there and there's this tab here. If you're wondering, well, actually you put that tab into the port.
Okay. Alright, and let's try to check him out with the backdrop and see how that looks. So there he is back in
Let me just pose
robot mood, which we've looked at the front part of this video. I mean, proportionately, he's not bad. Like, I think this is... I do think he's better in robot mood, although I really...
His face is so movie accurate.
I think he really needs some paint to really break that up a little bit, because he's just too grayscale for me. Alright guys, so we got him all set here?
Hold on. I'm trying to do a super cool pose, and I think I just came up with it.
Okay. Super cool pose him on that thing, can you? Or no?
Well, let's
Can you do it on there? Let's see. Okay, and then spin it towards us a little bit so we can see it. More. 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 You gotta turn all the way to us. There you go. Okay. Ooh.
I tried to make it look as movie accurate, like he was using it as a saw.
So guys, we're trying to get it just so that we have nothing here but the backdrop, and I mean, you know what, that backdrop is just not great. it just isn't great. It's not a great backdrop. But yeah, there he is. There he is, guys. The leader class, one of our very few leader class. Voyager's usually is as big as we get, guys. So there he is. The leader class studio series Blackout from the first Transformer movies. He is number 8 in the series. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed our look at him. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, guys. Hit the red subscribe button if you've not done so already, guys. Whether I don't know if there will be a blue bell or the comments available, guys. If there are, please feel free to use them if you care to do that. Whether there are not, please come follow us on our Twitter feed where updates to the channel made live in direct time. There's also Twitter-specific content as well, guys, including things like displays and other goodies that you can only get there. So, guys, if you use Twitter, please come follow us there. We would love to have you. But there it is, guys. One last look at, well, the star of our channel, I guess, and leader class Blackout from the studio series. He is number 8. We'll see y'all next time, guys. Bye-bye.